Hello, this video will show you how to use the LoadPay add-on. To use the LoadPay add-on, the first time you'll need to integrate your company with LoadPay. To do that, just click on any of the Pale LPs under LoadPay. This will open up the sign up page. Just click on Sign Up Today, complete the application form, and you're ready to start using LoadPay. Once you've integrated with LoadPay, you'll need to connect your two accounts. Just go down here to the bottom of your screen where you'll see this big LP. Click on that, and that will connect your LoadPay account and your ITS Dispatch account. Now you're ready to start using it. You'll see under the LoadPay column we have some Pale LPs, Invited, and some Dark LPs. Pale LPs are beside carriers that have not yet been invited to use the LoadPay system. So you, the broker, send them an email. Just click on the Pale LP and you invite that carrier to use LoadPay. When they select the Pay Me Now function, you're going to get a savings. You're going to get that 2% savings off of the cost of your load. So just click on Send, and then you'll see Invited under the LoadPay column, showing that you've invited this carrier to use the LoadPay system. A Bright LP means that you've already invited this carrier and they have accepted and signed up for LoadPay. So this carrier can now be paid by LoadPay and can take advantage of the Pay Me Now system. In order to assign LoadPay, you need to go into the load. Once you're in the load, you'll see over here where the carrier fee is. Just click on that, and here where it says Payment Method, just click on the drop down and select LoadPay. You'll also see at the bottom, based on this load, which is $2,000, we can save $40 if they pick the Pay Me Now feature. Once you've selected your payment method as LoadPay, click OK and save your load. Once the load is in delivered or completed status, you're ready to run your Carrier Pay Manager. Let's just go and open Carrier Pay Manager and look for that particular carrier and run report. And we'll see all the loads here. You'll see under LoadPay you either have approved or a date. Approved means that those loads have been approved for LoadPay, but you haven't yet run the pay for them to assign a date. So how do we do this? We go over to receive our bill, just like we normally do in Carrier Pay Manager. Say yes, it agrees with the amount, label it and date it. And then you're going to get a pop-up from LoadPay showing you the invoice number, the carrier, when it's scheduled to be paid, the amount, and the total of the invoice. You'll notice the scheduled payment date is 1 month after today's date. Today's date, as I'm doing this, is January 26th. So it's scheduled based on a 30-day payment to be paid the following month on the 25th. If this looks all right, I click on Submit. Once you return back to the Carrier Pay Manager, you'll see now under LoadPay, instead of it saying approved, we actually have the date. And that date is the one that came out of the LoadPay. Remember, it said the date that it was going to be paid on was the 25th of February, based on the 30 days payment that we have set up in our terms. If we click on this date, it'll show us that it's going to be paid via LoadPay. $11.63 is the load. We're going to be paying it on the 25th, $2,000. It's a scheduled payment of $2,000. So that's it from our end. We've set this up. Now it's up to the carrier to decide whether they want to wait for their payment or get it right away. So let's take a look at what it looks like from the carrier side now. When the carrier logs into his carrier board, he goes to his delivered loads, and you'll see again we have some different things underneath the LoadPay column. We have requested. That means that the carrier wants this load to be paid by LoadPay, but it hasn't been set up for LoadPay yet, so we've sent a request to the broker. We've got approved, which means it is set up for LoadPay, it just hasn't been run yet by the broker. And then we've got the date showing when certain pays have been received and when certain pays are scheduled. Now here's the load that we were working on earlier in our example. You'll see right now it shows the LoadPay date of 2/25, and if he clicks on that, he'll see that just like we saw earlier on the broker side, the load ID, the scheduled date, and what he's scheduled to be paid for, $2,000. If he wants, your carrier can select Pay Me Now. If he clicks on this, what will happen is he gets this pop-up, the load ID, the scheduled payment date and the amount, and then it says, do you want a pay me now payment of $19.40? And it shows you where that 3% is coming from. 2% is going to be deducted from the broker's fee. That's where the broker saves their 2%. And 1% will be allocated to the LoadPay. So that's the 3% for a total fee of $60. So if your carrier needs the money now and thinks $60 is well worth getting that payment now and into his hands so he can use it, then he'll click on confirm. And this is a much lower rate than most factoring companies use. 3% is pretty low. So it's a good system for both the carrier and the broker. The carrier is going to get paid, the broker is going to receive a deduction of 2%. As you can see, the load pay date has changed, and the Pay Me Now column is now blank for that load. Because the carrier has accepted the Pay Me Now, and he's changed the date to be paid today, it now shows that. And if you go up here, you'll see it now says paid. Not pay, but paid, the past tense. Load ID, the date, and the final amount that they were paid and their fees. So let's go back and take a look at what this looks like for the broker now. Now when we load up our Carrier Pay Manager and look at load 1163, we can see it's changed here. It was saying 225, but now it shows 126. And if we click on that date, we'll get the pop-up saying it was paid, past tense, using Pay Me Now. Load ID, the Pay Me Now date, the invoice amount, and what the actual payment was, and what our savings were. And that's all there is to using LoadPay. Very easy to use, very beneficial for both the broker and the carrier. Thank you very much.